Hello, welcome to another live stream of Master Investor Company. Glad to be here again on another valuable video that will change your life forever. Make sure you subscribe to our community and visit our website if you're ready to start building your asset column. Remember, Master Investor is more than an investment management company. Our mission is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education made simple. We look at opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. In order to reach financial freedom and build wealth, you need to focus on your asset column. Today's topic is going to be called, how do the wealthy print money legally? And that is right, because the wealthy works to build passive income. Okay, majority of people spend their entire life working for earned income, which comes from a job. When you have a paycheck, when you have a salary, that is earned income. And when we invest, we get two types of income, either capital gains income or passive income. Here at Master Investor, we encourage everyone to focus on building passive income. In fact, rule number one of our community is that we work to build passive income and make money work hard for us, because the job number one of an entrepreneur is to raise capital, and the number one skill is to sell without selling using marketing and systems. And the job number one of an investor, of an inside investor, is to make money work hard. So when you are playing the game of money on the right side of the cash flow circle, and you're going to see a diagram in a minute, how does that look, and where you can tell where you are today if you are on the left side, because on the left side are the employees and the self-employed, and on the right side you find the business owners and the inside investors. So once you have raised capital to acquire an asset, the asset will produce more income, right, in the form of passive income, and you got to make that money work hard for you. So we got to get great at raising capital, right, because that's the job number one of an entrepreneur. And of course, we gotta get great at making money work hard for us. And if you have worked your entire life for earned income and you have money saved up, then your job is to convert that earned income into passive income. So yes, you can become a business owner and an inside investor with financial education at the same time. And it's all about taking action, but taking sane action by first investing in your financial education, like you're doing today, listening to a podcast or a video. If you're watching us from YouTube right now, then this is spending your time wisely that the wealthy do, because financial education is the key and the foundation of true wealth, because it's going to give you the ability to tell the difference between an asset and liability, how to build wealth, the new rules of money. Is going to give you the core values of the ultra wealthy, so that you invest like the wealthy do. And since the wealthy do not work for earned income, we work to build passive income. Then with financial education, you can also do the same thing. Now, if you're new, make sure that you leave us a comment, share this great content with other people, go to our website, find a digital course that best suits you, and start building your asset column with real assets that your company control, that will produce passive income even during bad economies. Remember, there are assets that will hedge for inflation in bad economies, and with financial education, you can actually print money in any type of economy. Here at Master Investor, we prepare through financial education for any type of market, okay? We don't necessarily predict the market, because we know that it goes up and down. So what we want to do is become great at knowing how to utilize the financial education and its knowledge to print money legally, okay? And what I mean by printing money legally is using OPM, other people's money, which comes from the banks, private lenders, private investors. That is using OPM. And when you have financial education, if you have a great deal and you have a team, money will find you, or you will find the money to fund that deal. Money will be coming to you. Instead of you chasing money, money's gonna chase you, okay? So let's dive into our video blog. If you want to read the blog, you can also visit our website. We have a free newsletter, and you will get all of these articles straight to your email, and you can read them once they are published, or you can visit our website on a daily basis and read the articles that we're publishing. We're giving knowledge for free that will change your life if you apply this knowledge. However, if you want to take massive action and you want to expedite your results, then you want to enroll in one of our digital courses, get one of our ebooks. We have 2 ebooks right now. One is called How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On. You can find it on our website, or you can also go to Amazon and read it through Kindle, okay? The other ebook is called The 10 New Rules of Money. Both of these ebooks will change your life forever and will give you a new perspective about money, business, and investing. Okay, so with financial education, anyone can print money too. Learn to print your own money, since money is losing more and more value daily. We talk about it all the time because after 1971, exactly August 15, 1971, President Nixon separated the gold standard from the US dollar. From that point forward, money became monopoly money, became fiat money, a currency, became just an idea backed up by confidence. It's not longer backed up by gold. And what does that mean? It means that the new rules of money emerge, and that today money is created with debt. That's why debt is tax-free legally, and that's why the ultra wealthy, we love to use debt. In fact, we encourage everyone in our community to become extraordinary at using debt. Don't be debt-free if you want to become wealthy. You gotta learn to be comfortable by using debt to become wealthy, because it's going to give you leverage, and it's going to give you the ability to acquire great assets that produce passive income even while you're sleeping. There are about 5 different asset classes that you can invest on, and you gotta focus on investing in those asset classes for passive income, and you need financial education in order to do so, okay? So remember that today money is literally fake money. It's created with debt. That's why there's no taxes on debt. So when we use debt to invest for passive income, we're already minimizing taxes all the way to 0, because debt legally cannot be taxed. And passive income also can be utilized to minimize taxes, okay? Because the tax code and the corporate law are a package of incentives for entrepreneurs and inside investors, for those who are playing on the right side of the cash flow circle. The average wage for American workers has either decreased or remained unchanged over the past 20 years. However, how do the wealthy print money legally? In the meantime, inflation has risen steadily. Simply put, this indicates that whoever works for earned income is earning less money, and it is buying them less than it formerly did. In other words, in order for you to buy the same stuff that you used to buy, it's going to cost you more money. It's going to cost you more hours at your job if you're working hard for earned income. It is absurd that to believe that earning at a decent job and saving money can help a person advance in today's economy. It's actually naive, and it's a lack of financial education that people tend to think that way. Every day our money loses more and more value. We must learn how to print money on our own legally if we want to succeed in the new financial system. What is an infinite return? Having the power to print our own money is one of the finest benefits of having a financial education. This can be done legally using the financial concept of return on investment, ROI. Most financial experts will tell others that a return on investment of between 5 and 12% is good. And if the people do not have financial knowledge, it is. They will also say that the danger increases with increase in return. That applies even more if the people lack financial intelligence. Yet, if we have high quality and we have high financial intelligence, we will understand that achieving an endless return on our investment isn't completely impossible. In fact, that's what we're going to strive to do every single time we invest in a project, in a business, or any type of investment. We should always attempt to get an infinite return on investment. Money for nothing, that's what we call it here at Master Investor when we speak about an infinite return. More exactly, an infinite return occurs when we receive a full return on our investment in a cash flowing asset. We still own the asset or control the asset and continue to benefit from the cash flow on a month-to-month basis. In other words, we recoup the entire money back if we have invested any capital upfront to acquire that, whether it is debt that we borrow from the bank or private lenders or investors, or you use some of your capital to put down to acquire, and it's a combination of your capital and the bank's money, recouping the entire money back that was initially invested, plus paying the debt service back, and receiving, once you receive your entire initial investment back, then now you have money for nothing. You're literally getting money for nothing. You have no money in the investment because you recoup the entire initial investment back, and it continues to bring you money legally. It could be a home that is turned into an Airbnb, and that home is bringing you 10 times more than the mortgage, and the maintenance and everything is being paid with the cash flow of that operation. It could be a commercial property. It could be a store online that you have. It could be a digital book. It could be a digital course. Anything that will bring you money even while you're sleeping and has returned the entire money invested initially back to you, and whoever invested and lend the money, and once you continue to receive that, by you having control over that asset, is called infinite return on investment. So you literally have no money invested of your own in it, and it's continued to provide passive income. Okay, that's the holy grail right there. Printing our own money starts with being on the right side of the cash flow circle. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see in front of you the cash flow circle. On the left side, we have the E, which stands for employee. That's the person that have a job and they work for earn income. And also on the left side, right below the E, we have the S, which stands for self-employed. Who owns a job? It could be a small doctor who has a practice, right? A private practice, or an attorney who has a private practice, an accountant. It could be anyone who has a small business or a small practice, I should say, and who has to be part of that infrastructure. In other words, they have a job, they own a job. Okay, maybe they don't have somebody else above them, but they have to show up to see the clients. They don't really own systems or control systems in order to print money. They still have to show up every single day. So on the left side of the quadrant of the cash flow circle, you will find that that's where majority of people are playing the game of money, and that's why usually they struggle and they don't have financial freedom. They literally don't have a way to build true wealth because they have to work hard for earn income. They have to show up and make the money. Okay, so on the right side of the cash flow circle, you'll see that the B's are in there in the I's. The B stands for business owner. We own systems that work for us even when we do not work. The I stands for inside investor, aka master investor. Money works for us. Remember what I told you at the beginning of the broadcast? The job number one of an entrepreneur is to raise capital, right? And the number one skill is to sell without selling, using systems and marketing. Okay. And the job number one of an inside investor is to make money work hard for us, because once we have the money, then we gotta make that money work hard for us. Okay, we gotta tell the money, hey, do go work hard for us. We don't have to work. You go out there and work and make more money for us. Okay. In a nutshell, the cash flow circle has two sides. Employees and self-employed are on the left side. Business owners and inside investors are on the right side. On the left side of the cash flow circle, people are unable to print their own money. Only if we eat, sleep, and breathe on the right side of the cash flow circle, we will be able to construct a legal money printing machine. It is clear why this is the case. Employees do not own the machine. The machine is not their property, so they work for the machine. Moreover, self-employed do not own the machine. They have a business that frequently subcontracts to the money printing aspect. They own a job that often contracts to the money printing machine. They cannot possibly reach the infinite return that comes with a money printing machine, since they sell their time, which is a limited resource. Like I said earlier, if a doctor shows up to see 20 clients, he can only see 20 clients a day, or either raise the price on each client and see less clients, but he still has to show up. Unless he invents and creates a business that has a medicine that can solve a million people's disease, right? And can sell it and produce it in a way that he doesn't have to be involved, then now that doctor becomes a business owner with systems. Okay, you see the difference, right? Build a money printing machine on the right side of the cash flow circle, because they are the only ones who have found out how to legally print our own money. The ultra wealthy only operate on the right side of the cash flow circle. We own and control the machine, thus the explanation is also very straightforward. Business owners create businesses particularly for the aim of printing money lawfully. After we have recovered our initial investment in the business back, we may easily attain infinite return on investment. The same is true of an inside investor. We are in the money printing business and making infinite returns once we recover our initial investment and still control the asset or machine. We can only print our own money legally if we own the machine, which means to operate on the right side of the cash flow circle. Take a look at some of the examples. I'm not sure why it didn't show up the examples that I have put in here. Oh, they're right here. Yeah, I have them down below. Okay, perfect. How to print our own money in business. I started a Master Investor company at my own kitchen table. Rather than use my own money, I raised funds from investors. In less than 3 years, thanks to the growth of the business, we have paid back our investors 100% plus an additional 100% to purchase back their shares. Today, our business puts millions into our pockets, even though we have none of our money invested in it, because we have assets, we're using debt, we're using OPM, other people's money. That is an infinite return. In other words, our business prints money for us legally. How to print our own money with other people's money. This brings up a crucial point: leveraging OPM, other people's money, to obtain infinite return fast. Before getting into OPM, we should first discuss a key concept from Master Investor: the distinction between good and bad debt. If we grew up learning the old rules of money, we have probably heard that debt is a negative thing, but it is not the case. If we want to become wealthy, we must take on debt as long as it is good debt. That is the new rules of money. Liabilities, including goods like vehicles and trips, are financed with bad debt. Some of these are things that are unnecessary and depreciate with time. But as long as we have an asset that takes care of the payments in full, then we can acquire any liability. Liabilities, every month they cost money and they should be paid with the passive income generated by the asset. Good debt is used to purchase assets that put cash in our pocket each month, even when we're not working. Good debt is things like equity partner money, a loan for an investment property, venture capital, a credit card that we're using to invest in a business, to start a business, etc. OPM is a type of good debt. To use it effectively, we must have high level of financial intelligence, but once we do, printing money happens far more quickly. As you can see, the cash flow pattern of the wealthy, I put the diagram right there, and you can see it, how we focus on our asset column, and that's how we create our income, which is called passive income, right? We don't have a job, we have assets that work hard for us, and that's how we make our money, is through passive income from cash flow and assets, and it goes from the asset column to our income column, goes down to the liability column. That's the way our cash flow is flowing, right? Goes down to the liability column, and it goes to the expenses column, and it goes out, okay? And it can go back to our asset column, because we can turn liabilities into assets. And we talked about it before, right? An example, if you have a Lamborghini and that Lamborghini is just costing you money, but you want to drive it, say you have an asset that's paying for that Lamborghini, and you want to turn, since that Lamborghini is a liability, an asset's paying for it, right, that we have, but let's say you want to take it to the next level, and you say, okay, I have a liability, which is a Lamborghini that costs me $4,000. It's, you know, the rent is $4,000 per month. I have an asset, I have a house that's paying for that every single month, so I'm not working hard to pay for that. So great, I can keep it as a liability, but if I want to turn the liability into an asset, I can rent the Lamborghini 5 days a week to tourists, and I just drive it on the weekends or whenever I want to, and the Lamborghini will print me $1,000 every single day just by renting it out to tourists around the city. Okay, so now that Lamborghini is bringing, you know, if I'm renting out per week, say $5,000 times 4, $20,000 per month on passive income minus the $4,000 that I have to pay for the rent of the Lamborghini. So I end up with about $16,000 on passive income. You see, so we can turn that liability into an asset. Not all liabilities can turn into an asset because some of them are like taxes for the government, for the property, etc. So, but you can always, with financial education, turn as many liabilities into assets, okay? But before you obtain any liability, you want to have an asset that will cover for the payments of that liability. And then if you want to turn that liability into an asset, then you can also do that. Here's an illustration for an OPM, other people's money. Scenario 1, $100,000 purchase price, $80,000 loan at 5% interest, $20,000 of our own money for equity. Running through a simple mortgage calculated, the annual cost for this loan will be about $8,500. Assuming we have an income from the property of $11,000 a year after expenses are paid, our total net income will be $2,500. $11,000 minus $8,500, that's how we get to the $2,500. Our return on investment for this will be $2,500 divided by $20,000, which is 12.5%. Scenario 2, this is where it gets good. Listen to this. The same deal, 100% purchase price, but this with more financial education and with higher financial IQ. $80,000 loan at 5% interest, right? We'd receive a loan from the bank, from the lender, and the $20,000 that we need to put down, we use OPM, other people's money. If we have a credit card, if we have the capital cash, we want to use that capital to go ask for a credit card. And instead of using and killing our own money first, we're going to take advantage of OPM, other people's money, like a credit card at 7% interest. We get paid 50% of the net operating income as a finder of the deal. In this case, our annual loans cost will still be $8,500, but we will also have an additional cost of around $1,500 for the other people's money we borrow for equity based on and assume 7%. So total loan and OPM cost will be $10,000. Again, assuming we have an income from the property of $11,000 a year after expenses are paid, our total net income will be $1,000, which we get to that by $11,000 minus $10,000 is at $1,000. Our fee for putting the deal together will be 50% of the net operating income. In this case, $500. 50% times 1,000. Our return on investment for this will be an infinite return because we will be making $500 without any money in the deal. As we can see, OPM, other people's money, is a powerful money printing machine when we use it correctly and legally. How to print our money in real estate. Master Investor constantly collaborates with other real estate partners to print money through real estate. We will locate an underperforming apartment complex, buy it with investor money, OPM, with the bank's money, make improvements, boost the rentals, and raise the property's worth. Then we can refinance that property tax-free and repay the investors with the loan proceeds, all the while continuing to generate positive cash flow because we maintain control over the asset. With repayment of all investors, they continue to benefit from the cash flow too. That too is an infinite return on investment. These are just a few instances of how we can print our own money with the correct financial education. Furthermore, printing our own money really makes more sense than to invest our money over the long term in the stock market, working hard at a job to pay more in taxes, saving in money in the bank and losing purchasing power, or working harder at a job to pay more in taxes. Yeah, it makes more sense to build our asset column with printing money machines that work hard for us to create passive income. Increase your financial IQ today and start printing your own money the legal way. If you want to learn more about how you can start printing your own money, get our ebook, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On, You can find it on our website, or you can also find it on Amazon if you like to read it on Kindle. If you get it from our website, you're going to have additional bonuses. You'll have a virtual office that you can read the ebook. You can download the ebook to your device, but you can also have access to additional content that we are offering inside the digital course of how to build cash flow with the internet, which the more valuable documents and content we add to it, you will always have access for life, regardless of the price going up eventually. The 10 New Rules of Money is the next ebook that we have. Amazing ebook. You can also find it on Amazon, or you can go get it straight from our website at www.masterinvestor.education. Find the link in the description of this video or the podcast if you're listening to us through our podcast app, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you have any comments. I hope that you learn, and I hope that you also take massive action in building your wealth and understanding that it is all about how you're making your money today, right? Do you have assets or do you have a job? If you have assets, you want to get to infinite return on investment. You want to always go into an investment thinking, how fast can I get to an infinite return on investment? How fast can I recoup the entire money back that I invested? And can I keep control over the asset after I do that and continue to benefit from the positive cash flow of that asset, okay? And if the answer is yes to all those questions, then you are on the right track to printing money legally. I hope that you enjoyed this video, bringing you the good and bad news of money, the business principles that work in all economy. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please leave the comment or question below. I'm going to come back and answer, and I'll see you next time. Make sure you subscribe to all of our platforms. Master Investor, we're on TikTok, on Instagram. You can also go to our website and find all the links to our social medias in there, okay? Thank you very much again, and I appreciate your time in business. Remember, today money is created with debt. That's why debt is tax-free, and that's why we encourage everyone here at Master Investor to become good debtors. Good debt makes us wealthy, and bad debt makes us poor. Bye for now.